Hello, my name is Lataijah Yhané, and this is the first episode of a weekly episodic series that I'm going to call 106 in Spark. The name is self-explanatory. It's inspired by 106 in Park. If you don't know what 106 in Park is, you're probably not black. But 106 in Park was a show that came on from like 2001 to like 2014, if I'm not mistaken. It was on for a couple of years, and it was a daily show. I don't remember. But I think it was daily. If it wasn't daily, it was definitely weekly. And they would have a top 10 countdown of like the best songs / music videos in hip hop and R&B. If your song wasn't on 106 in Park, your song was not popping, period. And yeah, that's pretty much the premise of this show here. I'm going to be talking about my top 10 favorite songs of the week, and these songs don't have like a time restriction. It could be a song that came out yesterday, it could be a song that came out earlier this year, it could be a song that came out 20 years ago. If I like it and I've been listening to it, then it's going to be on my top 10 list. My top 10 list is right there, but I'm gonna tweak it just because that's like 2 weeks old and a lot of music has come out since. Now the Spark part should be self-explanatory as well. I will be lighting up, just because. There's not really no explanation to it. Of course, it makes the title of the show make more sense, but like, why not? That sounds terrible, but like, yeah, why not? Yeah, so I will be lighting up and talking about my favorite songs of the week. Let's get to it. This is good. This is good. This is great. So, I do have weed, but I do not have a grinder. Okay? I learned over this past weekend that I am not the type of bitch to break down weed the old-fashioned way. I'm sorry.
What is this, honey?
So I'm not sparking up today. I'm not sparking up for this episode, and I know that's kind of crazy with it being called 106 in Spark, but we do have these. I got these from somebody's YouTube video. I don't remember who, but they had a promotion where they was giving the pack for free, and you just had to pay for shipping, and shipping was only like $10, and these are pretty good. I like them. We're gonna take half of one of these because you don't take a whole edible unless you want to be paranoid. Okay. Oh, and they're not nasty either. They don't have like that weird cannabis oil aftertaste. They don't have none of that. It tastes like candy. Don't eat the whole thing, and I'm so serious. So number 10, AAA by Flo. I literally just heard this song 2 days ago, and I like it. I like it a lot. That's why it's number 10. It's really good. Like, it just sound good. Edit and Tasia here. I recorded way too much of that song, so you should probably just go stream it if you really want to hear it, because it's really good. Okay. Ooh, Solange too fine. Sorry. Anyway. Sorry, I was about to scroll for a second, but anyway. Yeah, so I heard that snippet on Twitter, and it was just like Flo. I heard about them like a lot of people heard about them with the Cardboard Box song. I don't really like the Cardboard Box song. The only song I liked from Flo for a really long time was Summertime. I liked them. I liked what they were doing, but I wouldn't consider myself a fan or like someone who was becoming a fan. But then I think Walk Like This came out, and I really liked it. Their song with Missy Elliott is cute. I really like it. And then I heard this song the other day, and so I'm definitely gonna check out their album because I'm pretty sure they're about to release a debut album. One thing I will say I like about seeing Flo, especially because I'm pretty sure Cardboard Box came out around like COVID time, to see their progress from then to now, like it's kind of refreshing. Flo hasn't shied away from that at all. Like, they always post clips of their choreography, like when they're practicing. They always post clips of them like with their vocal coach, like getting their vocals together. Like, they always post like clips of them just like taking this shit seriously, and that is so refreshing to me, because music has become a get rich quick scheme today, which is so weird. Like, music has always been a get rich quick scheme for businesses, like the music industry, like the motherfuckers that got the labels, but it has never been a get rich quick scheme for the artists. Like, in order for you to be successful in music up until about 10 years ago, you had to be good at something. You either had to be good at writing songs or making songs, singing songs, rapping songs, performing songs. Like, you had to be good at something. And there's so many people walking around with these big ass deals who aren't good at anything. They're not good at nothing. So to see a fresh artist slash group like Flo like care about their craft and show everyone, regardless of whether or not you're a fan, but to show everyone that they are very serious about their art. They're very serious about the music that they put out, and you can tell that they're here for the long run. They're not here just to get popping, get a couple checks, you know, make a couple TikTok songs and call it a day. Like, no, they seem like they're trying to be around for a little bit. And so I appreciate that, and I really like this song. And I will be listening to that album when it come out. I will. On to the next. Number 9. Philly Celebrities by Philly's Most Wanted. I just heard about these people like 2-3 months ago, if I'm not mistaken. I had no idea who they were, never heard of them before. I had watched this video about the Neptunes, or the history of the Neptunes, and this is apparently one of the first, like, this is one of their first artists.
I'm Mr. Man.
Bubonic, baby, believe that.
And this is reportedly one of the Neptunes' first like groups that they took under their wing to try to build up, kind of like they did the Clips and like Khalees shit. This group wasn't as successful as those two acts, but I gave their first album a listen. What, their only album? They produced 70 to 90% of this album, and it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Like, it's kind of cool. I ain't gonna hold you. This album, to me, when I listen to it, it's like the first draft of Lord Willin'. Like, you can hear all the ingredients of what made Lord Willin' such a really good album, because it is one of my favorites. I gotta get me a little poster of it, but put it right next to Miss Janet Jackson. But yeah, like, you could hear like they got all the same ingredients, they just not cooking them the same. I really like this song. I really like the chorus. It's real cool. Like, I don't know, it's just cool. That's the only way I can describe it. Like, when I learned this, the duo themselves is not that bad, if we're being quite honest, but one of them is better than the other one.
They be asking, bitch, when they ask me shit, I'm a hit. Attitude just like Cancun, I'm a trip. I help you out if you had a long day. Dig like good advice, it could go a long way.
One of them is significantly better than the other. And his verses, like, throughout the whole album, like, he be eating that nigga up. But it's a really good album, and Philly Celebrities is a really cool song. It's one of the early works of the Neptunes where you can tell they were establishing that sound that made them so captivating towards the late 90s. And it's a really good album. It's, well, really good is a little bit too much, but it's good. It's cute. I liked it. So number 8, and don't beat me up, please. I saw this tweet a couple weeks ago. I wish I knew. That sounds like Tizo. I Wish I Knew is a part of the chorus of this song called Bad Habit that came out in 2021, if I'm not mistaken, and it was really big on TikTok. I had never listened to the entire song until I saw that tweet. Don't beat me up! Don't Beat Me Up. I did not listen to Bad Habit when it came out. Like, I was just like, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm not interested. Not saying that I have an issue with Steve Lacy or anything, because I don't know why people take you not interested in something as like you just hate it and you just don't like it and you just like trying to be an artist, especially his number one op. I don't care. Tizo and Steve on a track though. It is pretty good. I ain't gonna hold you. I like the second half. The second half is hot. I think that's what really made me like the song. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have too much to say about it. I just had to, you know, put that disclaimer out. So number 7 is called GTFO by Doechii. It came off of her mixtape that she just dropped like a month ago. Alligator Bites Never Heal. I'm going to a concert next week. I wasn't sure about it my first listen, but then when I think their name is Cunt Fetish, because I don't know who this person is, I don't know what they look like, and I don't know what they identify as, but whoever Cunt Fetish is, you ate when you said, I'm drinking porn star martinis in my itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. I said, okay, they got me with that one. I really like that song. That's the song that I've been listening to the most out of all of the tracks that I've really liked from Alligator Bites Never Heal. It's subject to change. I got the coupe in the banana two-tone, bitch. I feel like Dano in this bitch are two-stone, bitch. The beautiful things about just like a whole body of work. If people like it enough to listen to the whole thing or listen to majority of it from start to finish, the favorite track is going to change. The favorite track is going to change every couple of months probably, or every couple of weeks, who knows. Depending on how much you like the project, you'll start appreciating one song more than the other, and it's just going to keep going into like a cycle. And I think like after a year or so, maybe you know what your favorite is. Okay, so number 6 is called When I Come Around by Dom Kennedy, and this song has been one of my favorite songs for the past couple of months, ever since I heard it during the Pop Out concert. I don't know what they put in the water over there, but California niggas make some of the best I'm That Nigga music. Like, they know how to make a song to make you feel like you're that nigga. Like, they just know how to pop they shit. And then when you put just such a California-esque beat behind them popping they shit, it just 212s in the backseat. I'm passing by the kids and they yelling at me as a scat. Damn, what's all this? Bitch, I don't have all the lyrics down yet, but when I have all the lyrics down, I'm gonna be insufferable, because that's gonna be my theme song. You ain't my wife. Please, I'm everybody type. Girl, I got with everybody. That is gonna be my theme song, yo. I love that song. He really got on the track and just popped his shit, yo. He just popped his shit. You could tell he felt like the man while recording. And one of my favorite things about rap music specifically is there is a certain level of confidence that almost every single rapper, most rappers that I've heard, have to embody. You know, I feel like rap as a whole, I'll speak for myself, I can't speak for other people, but it has helped me a lot on my journey to just become the most confident version of myself, because regardless of the subgenre of rap, whether it's alternative, whether it's gangster rap, whether it's whatever that shit that hops into, like, there's multiple things, but there's 2 things that kind of every rapper has to do, and it's 1, be confident, 2, stand out. And those are the things that you should figure out how to do when you're trying to become the best version of yourself, the most confident version of yourself. Be confident and stand out. And I thought it was so crazy that it came out in 2011 too. I definitely thought this song came out in like 2016, maybe 15, 14. This shit came out in 2011. I think the only Cali artist that I knew of in 2011 was probably Pac Div, if I'm not mistaken. They probably the only people I knew besides like Snoop Dogg and shit. This ain't no team. You ain't finna get no ring. Wake up, girl. This ain't no dream. This my wife. I think in 2011 I only knew of Pac Div and like Tyler and Odd Future. That was it. And those are two different types of fucking groups. I mean, two different types of artists. But anyway, yes. When I come around, number 6. All right, so we had a bit of an intermission. After number 6, throughout this series, I'm going to do this thing called an album highlight section, where I just talk about an album that I really liked during the week. So a little sidebar, I wasn't a person that listened to albums like that a few years ago. Like it would be like if I heard a song from an artist, whether it was a single or whether it was something that I like heard during the clip of a show or wherever I heard it from, I will listen to that song and dip. That's it. Like, I don't go, oh, this song is good, maybe the album is good too. Like, that was not a thought that I was having up until about 2-3 years ago. Like, I literally would take a single and go about my business. Like, I don't need nothing else. Give me the check. But yeah, now I've been making a little bit more of an effort to listen to entire projects. And the original album that I had on my list, still on my whiteboard, I haven't even wiped it off, was supposed to be Midnight Marauders by Tribe Called Quest. I'm pretty sure that's like their second or third album. It came out in 1993.
12 seconds later.
Love the way, wait, I'm not talking about this album. I'm gonna talk about this album next week. I'm gonna talk about this album next week because I do have a lot to say. However, this is not the album I want to talk about this week. The album I want to talk about this week is the one that everybody's been talking about, Chromacopia. The first time I ever saw Tyler the Creator was Yonkers came on at like 6 o'clock in the fucking morning on MTV. Every morning on the weekdays, MTV, the channel, used to have these like morning music video shows, and they literally would just play music videos for like an hour or two, if I'm not mistaken.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie.
Or if you had cable, you had MTV Hits and MTV Jams and VH1 Soul, and they had so many music video channels. It was really heaven. Like, if you really like music videos, it was amazing. But anyway, I was getting ready for school. I'm pretty sure I was either in 8th grade or 9th grade, but I was getting ready for school and Yonkers came on, and I remember looking at the TV and just being in awe. I was just in awe. I was just like, wow, what the fuck is this? I was like, what the fuck is this? This is insane. Like, but I'm so intrigued. And yeah, I've been a fan ever since. I don't know, like, Tyler is he is an artist of our generation, and I think he made that very clear with this album. So we had to take a little bathroom break, plus I had to change the battery on my camera, and it got a little cold in here. So yeah, what I was saying was, Tyler is a generational artist. He is like, I don't know how many people make the comparisons. I'm sure there's a few, but he's like Kanye. he is what Kanye was to a generation, like our generation. It's really something to see, and I'm so glad. Like, this is gonna sound like I'm on his nuts, but I'm not. I'm so serious. I'm not. I'm so glad I got to experience it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he is a generational artist. Like, if you were there, we got to see this nigga. His whole career has been like, wow. You can't, like, you have to give him his 10s where 10s are due. It's been like a gradual progression. His album run has been insane. Like, from Flower Boy to now, this man, well, I'm one of the people that liked Wolf. I'm one of the people that liked Wolf, if you ask me. And Cherry Bomb wasn't terrible. Was it great? That's not what I said. But it wasn't terrible. I don't know if it's Wolf or Cherry Bomb. One of those albums is an album that I just found out that a lot of people don't particularly care for. And I like them. But a lot of people could come to a consensus that since Flower Boy, Tyler the Creator's albums have just gotten bigger and better. He is on an incredible album run right now. And a lot of people will say that it started with Flower Boy, because I think that was the first time he was nominated for a Grammy. And Flower Boy is as good as everyone say it is. Like, please. Like, if you ever doubted it, it is as good as everyone says it is. But yeah, like a lot of people would say like Flower Boy is kind of the start of this like ascension of Tyler the Creator, and it is, and it's like, it's incredible to see. Me personally, I think it's incredible to see, because you didn't expect him to come from that. Like I said, my first reaction of Yonkers was, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't expect that to end up being that, you know? To get to the point of where we at here with Chromacopia, it's cool. Like, the album is so good, and he's a grown man now, and that's just like dope to see. And he's saying that on wax. Like, I feel like he's been saying it before, maybe like in interviews and stuff like that, but he's like, on this album he said, bro, I'm grown, I'm in my early 30s, had a pregnancy scare, it was real tough, you know, I had to grow from that. Now I'm thinking about my relationship with my father. Like, he's like, this is some grown man shit, but it's still Tyler the Creator. So it's like, you still get the production of Tyler the Creator, and I love his production. He is Pharrell's protege. And I love Pharrell when it comes to production, when it comes to the way they make music. He is his son. Like, and in this album was very black. It was very black, like in a seat at this table kind of way. The song I Killed You, right? It's like Don't Touch My Hair's gay brother, if that makes sense. It gave me the same energy as Solange's recent projects. Like, Solange's appreciation and interpretation of African American heritage in the way that she presents it through her music is very similar. There's not a lot of songs about black people's relationships with their hair and how significant of a relationship it is. The only songs I could think of right now is Don't Touch My Hair and Whip My Hair. That's it. That might not be it, but that's all I could think of right now. And like the way he captured it, I felt it. It resonated with me very quickly upon the first listen. I was like, wow, I like this song. And also, like, Sticky felt like your childhood. I saw one clip on Twitter of this woman, and I'll try to find a clip, where she was like, this feels like a lunchroom. And it do. It felt like a lunchroom. It's giving lunchroom energy. It's giving y'all at lunch, everybody done eating, niggas banging on tables and rapping. Somebody probably pulled the pencil out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it sounded like. This album is so good, especially if you're a fan. Like, this album, like, if you, for whatever reason, didn't listen to a Tyler the Creator album before, this is a really good one to listen to for the first time. You could listen to this one and then start from the beginning, because you do not want to go backwards. Like, you don't want to go backwards in order. I would say listen to Chromacopia, then start at Goblin, and then listen to it as it goes up. as it progresses, as it appreciates. Yes. Do not listen to Hit the Starfy backwards. It's gonna get real dark, I'm telling you. But anyway, to continue with the list, number 5 is Bank. What is Bank? Oh, I should have put an artist up there. What is that? Oh, by Brockhampton. The only Bank I could think of was that one song by Pac Div, but I know I ain't write that shit up there. Like, so Brockhampton, like Bad Habit, is something that I got to at my own time. I heard of Brockhampton for the first time, like a lot of people, when Sugar came out. Like, so I worked at Urban Outfitters for like 3 months in 2019, and it was really cool. I met a lot of cool people, and that was like the first time I heard about Brockhampton was working there. I did not know who they were before. I think I've seen the name Brockhampton before, but I had never heard a song. And I worked there during a time where Sugar was popping. It was the song, and it was the only song off the little playlist that they would play every single day. It was the one song that kind of always caught my ear while I was working. I liked it, and then I looked up Brockhampton, and it just looked like a lot. They just looked like a lot. Like, on first glance, Brockhampton just, it gives our future, but everybody's not black. Everyone has like their own look. Everyone has their own just way they present themselves. Like, they're all doing what they want, right? You're putting everybody in jeopardy because you potentially can't keep your hands to yourself and you don't know what consent is. That ain't my problem, bro. I saw all of them together. I was just like, I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for this. Like, it's like 14 of y'all. Obviously, it's not like your standard boy band where everybody has the same look. Like, it's not giving EXO, where, you know, yeah, it's 12 dudes, but like, it's a theme here. Like, Brockhampton ain't had no theme. Like, it was just dudes. Like, it was just niggas in a group, and I was like, I don't even want to know what's going on. I like this song though. That was the only song that I knew by Brockhampton for a minute, and by a minute I mean like 2 years. For like 2 years, or maybe 3 years. And then I think it was like last year, 2023, I finally started listening to Brockhampton. Like, I saw a video about them on YouTube. I'll put a thumbnail of the 2 videos that I saw, and I found them very interesting enough to go and visit their discography. And I had started with The Family because it was the most recent album, and like by the 3rd song I was like, where's everybody else? Well, I feel like I'm only hearing one person. Like, why do I feel like I'm only hearing one person on these songs, and it's supposed to be a bunch of y'all? And then I started at the beginning. Trash. I didn't really like All American Trash. I think I only like one song off that album, and it's called Palace. But then I heard Saturation. And like everyone else, when you first hear Saturation, it's so all over the place, but in a good way. There's so much going on, but it's so like it's controlled chaos. I feel like that's the best way to describe Brockhampton's music, because like I said, if you see them first, it just looked like it's so much going on here, and when you hear them, there is a lot going on, but like I said, it's controlled. Like, it's crazy how they all work together. And Brockhampton is as good as everyone said they were. Like, they were, and it is like heartbreaking, especially like me. Like, I'm late as fuck and I'm still sad that they're not a group, that they're still not making music. And they weren't making music when I got into them, but like their music is really great. And I think Bank is one of my favorite examples of that controlled chaos, like I'm talking about. Like that song goes all over the place. Like at this point in the song, you do not expect them to do this. Bank is cool. Bank is cool. Saturation. That's just a really good trilogy. Like that. I don't know. That it's a reason why RCA said, "You want this deal? We can get y'all out of the house in Long Beach now. I know y'all tired of being in there. There's too many of y'all in there." Number 4 is a song called Gemini Plus by Carifo. Now, Carifo, the woman that you are. Y'all gonna see her on my list a couple of times. Because I haven't even made it through her entire discography yet. But her last 2 projects have resonated with me dearly. I love her last project, which is where this song came from, called, I think it's called Real Bitches Never Die, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Real Bitches Don't Die. Carifo, right? My friend put me on to her like a year ago, if I'm not mistaken. She had played More Liquor for me, and I was like, why is this not on the radio? Like, why is this the first time I'm hearing this? Why is this not on the radio? Why have I not heard this before? Like, so she has 200K monthly listeners on Spotify, which is great. I mean, she has a fan base, which she deserves, right? But that is not nearly enough people to have heard Mo Liquor. Mo Liquor should be close to millions. It's that good. It's that good. It's that good. But yeah, Mo Liquor is really, really good. And it made me interested in her. That whole project that it came off of made me interested in her. But this one made me a fan. And that, a couple of other records is gonna be on my top 10 list in the future, specifically White Caprice. That should probably be in there next week because I love that song. That's such a good song. Oh, it's such a good song. White Caprice is my shit. But this week I really liked, or like for the past like 2 weeks, I really like Gemini Plus. I don't know. As a Gemini myself, hold on. I don't know if you can see the pendant.
Low ass chain on this nigga.
Yeah, you can. I got it on my arm too. But yeah, as a Gemini myself, I love the chorus. And I relate to it, and it's just like, it's cool. Like, it is cool. It gives me the same feeling as like Sticky, but grown. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are people in their 20s and they had a couple drinks. They're not kids at a lunch table, but it's the same feel, right? It's good. I really like it. But yeah, I like Gemini Plus. It's cute. It's short. It make you feel good. I really enjoyed listening to it for the last, like I said, like 2 or 3 weeks or so. I just like when it come on. So that's why it's number 4. Number 3 is Movie by Schoolboy Q and featuring ATZ Zyke.
What?
Kike. I'm not gonna say his name because I never heard him say that shit before. And y'all not gonna catch me slipping like that. But I heard a song with him on it. I don't think I've ever heard him by himself on a track besides this one. But he was on a track called On It with the Diddler's son. And what's that man name? I'm finna turn this bitch up. What's his name? One Take J, I think that's what his name is. And that's the only other thing that I ever heard him on. But he slid all over this song. Like I said, I like this song for the same reasons that I like When I Come Around and just a lot of California artists' songs in general. They know how to pop they shit, like, and it just make me feel like I'm that nigga. Like, it just make me feel good. Like, I just want to embody all of the energy in this track. Like, and I'm going to. This should be my motivation. Oh, it's another one like Gemini Plus where it's just it get right to the point. Which, you know, some people might have an issue with. Songs are getting a little bit shorter, and it's because people's attention span are getting shorter. So, you know, 2-minute songs aren't always all that, but this is a good one. This is one of the 2-minute songs I recommend. Okay, I don't even think it's 2 minutes. It ain't even 2 minutes. It's just 1:54. All right, yes. So that's number 3, right? Number 2 was number 1, but like I said, Chromacopia came out. So number 2 is Ghetto Children by Khalees. It's off her first album, Kaleidoscope. I heard it right before I graduated. I graduated earlier this month. I got a bachelor's in creative writing, and the day of my graduation, I was like, I don't know what I was feeling emotionally, but I was just trying so hard not to cry. Because I just felt like I was gonna break down, completely break down, because I didn't think I was gonna like complete it. And I feel like I like satisfied a past version of myself by like being in that line with all the other graduates and getting on the stage and just acknowledging the fact that I accomplished something. It took a lot out of me to just try to be calm and be present and be in the moment. But I was about to cry several times, but I thugged it out, and I waited until everything was finished, and I went to the bathroom and I bawled my fucking eyes out. This song was one of the first songs that I listened to when I was like calm and chilling, and like all of my emotions were back like at a level place. And it felt like a hug. That song felt like a hug. And like I said, I just really like the song in general, but it does like touch my inner child, and it touched whatever past of me, past version of me that embarked on like just doing this big thing like graduating college. And it felt good. It felt a little healing. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I really like this song. It was number 1, but like I said, Chromacopia came out, and so number 1 is Sticky, cause why the fuck not? That song is so good. That song is so good, bro. Listening to that album on the first day was so much fun, because that nigga lied and said he had no features. And you're listening to songs and you just start hearing other niggas rap, and it's like, oh my god, hearing Glow. Bro, first of all, my bitch, cause I had just saw her the day before. Like, I had listened to her album a few days after it dropped, which was only like 2-3 weeks ago. And I had saw her at One Music Fest. And I'm like, I wouldn't say that I'm a fan of hers yet, but I will be. Cause she got me with TGIF. That song hot. But anyway, like even if you're just a casual listener of Glow or a casual fan of Glow, she has been on her own steady rise recently, especially with her just coming off of Megan's tour. That was huge. You know, she been having her some good singles this year. Like, and people were writing her off not too long ago. What was like last year? They were trying to say, oh, she Ice Spice taking her spot. No, she not. And Glow let y'all know this year. She let everybody know this year. And her coming on that song was so exciting. Cause you ain't know. Wayne was very surprising. I was not expecting that at all. And speaking of Wayne, cause clips of him and his performance in New Orleans, either tonight or last night, came out. Wayne is not who he used to be, and everyone needs to come to terms with that. Ain't nobody trying to act like Wayne wasn't Wayne. Nobody is trying to take away from that era that was so incredible to witness, because he was one of the best rappers alive. Like, when he said it, he meant it, and you had to be there. But we're not there no more, and that's okay. That's all right. Time moves, time changes, okay? If we ain't changing, there's literally no point of being here and doing this day to day. That man not who he used to be. Did you see them fucking clips? Oh my God, like, we need to get over it. It was never going to be him. He was never going to be the one to do the Super Bowl. It was never going to be him. And that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. But it was never going to be him. Like, oh my God. And then to make a big deal out of it because it's in New Orleans. We saw what he did in New Orleans. We saw what he just did in New Orleans. You want to do that when there's millions of people watching? You want that to be what represents New Orleans, man? In front of the whole world to see? No, no. Come on now. We gotta let it go. Ain't nobody trying to take your nostalgia away from you. We're trying to open your eyes to reality. But anyway, hearing him on this track was great because it felt like the old Wayne. It felt like the Wayne that birthed Drake. That's not him no more, and that's okay, but he did a great job on Sticky. I love the second half of the song, and since we're talking about videos, this is gonna be a good way to end this video. I wanna do a treatment real quick. I'm gonna do a treatment real quick because I got ideas. I gotta set my screen up so I can show y'all. I'm gonna explain it the best way I can. I don't have like really good editing skills to do what I want to do, but I'm gonna put some references up on the board. I'm gonna talk you through what I got up here, and we gonna make it happen. Think Abbott Elementary. All right, and you know how the classroom, right? Hold on, wait. All right, so boom, you know how the Abbott Elementary classroom, right? Can you see me? Hold on. Can you see me? Cool. You know how the Abbott classroom got the 2 doors? Imagine the camera pans in from here, right? And then the whistling is a janitor, and he gonna be outside. Let me go ahead and switch it real quick. Hold on. The janitor gonna be right here where Janine is, okay? He gonna be right there. He gonna be sweeping, whistling, and I don't know if the janitor is Tyler dressed like Mr. Johnson or Mr. Johnson. He might make a cameo. Who knows? But think Abbott, all right? The kids is in the classroom, the same way you hear it on the song, right? He's sweeping right here, and the kids is in the classroom. And then he start rapping. Why he sweeping? Or he walked past a door, right? He walked past double doors, and the kids is on the playground. These kids outside now. The kids you hear right here. They outside. They on the playground. Think recess. Okay. And for this part, right, I think it would be funny to have Tyler on his knees like Roscoe from Martin.
On his knees with a
or put his head on a little body like Missy Elliott used to do. When Glow pull up, right, imagine it shot like Brooke Valentine's daytime shots in Girl Fight. Imagine it like that, and imagine it like that. Same lighting, same color grading, all that shit. Same motion, all of it. Angles, everything. Glow pull up, right? Hold on. She pull up in a candy red, something cute, something that they be dropping in Memphis, right? With the peanut butter seeds. So she get up out the car in slow motion to the beat, like in this video. Same lighting, same color grading, like I said. And she rapping her verse, right? All the kids at the playground running up to the gates and they looking at her. Or Glow could be driving. She could be driving, and we get a what's a video that got a good shot like that? She in the same car, but it's shot like Cameron on this video. Hold on. Shut up, nigga. Like that, see? Shot just like that. Tyler in the passenger seat. Kids and people just come out in the street and start following him. I see rapping, think, holla back girl. We get to Wayne, and he like passes Wayne. Wow, what do Wayne like to do now? Everything Wayne like would be in all his videos until he don't like it no more. I know there's three very popular skateboarders, black skateboarders. We have them in it, right? He's a BMX athlete, and he just had a collab with some sneaker brand. I remember seeing trailer for it. Don't remember his name though, but we gonna put all of them. They all gonna make cameos. Go back to Tyler. Tyler goes into this stadium. This is the fun part, okay? When he walks into the stadium, think Petey Pablo in Drumline but also Missy Elliott, we run this. So think of this color grading. He comes out like Pete Pablo. Grab that mop, grab that mop. But before Tyler come out, right? There's a clip I saw on Twitter. This exact thing, but we put this nigga in a band major outfit. And we have various shots of Tyler with the band. We have the band, they playing, you know. They spell sticky. That'd be cool. Anyway, it is currently 3 o'clock on the dot in the morning, and I have to work tomorrow. But anyway, my name is Lataijah Yhané. This has been 106 and Spark. See you on the next episode.